I played a few games against Massimo with like High Elf Swamp Orcs when they first came out, and uh well, like I think it was like a week after they came out, but like his instincts were still way ahead of any of mine. I'm gonna have to just for, like give up the try harding. It's not gonna work. I gotta just play the game. Um, hmm. Deathrite, is that worth it? Probably not this turn. Might hold that since we get to go first. It's probably good to hold some stuff. Um, it's not bad to hold these in our hand. Oh, one second. Do. Okay, there we go. It's not bad to bring the Baron up as well. I just don't like, so this guy is going to be able to ram this at the start of the turn. So I want to put something else. So I want to put something else there that's like just so they can't immediately occupy this square. And I kind of like that this won't die immediately. Maybe it'd be better just being a cultist though. Um, just because like those are, I mean, they're gonna kill it, but like it's decent value. Yeah. And then we won't play Deathrite. We won't play Transfuse, but we will play just attack him in the face. And that's good. Attack the gate too, why not? You're not gonna blood begun. So I sort of already like I'm not needing to read every card anymore. It's amazing how quickly you like pick things up with this game. Is it worth faithful servanting? Probably not. I might discard Transfuse as well. It's a little bit hard to use. I guess if I had made that a warrior instead, maybe I'd keep Transfuse. Um, I could definitely see using Transfuse if they damage this warrior. All right, let's be greedy. Let's try holding it. See how it works. We drew Sekhmet, which is unfortunate. I think I want to try to hold Sekhmet as well. So we got a pretty crowded hand. It'd suck if they killed everything. We will hope for the best. It's literally just ice ram. Did Joe fix the bug where it just had the ice ram text? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Unfortunate. It's a pretty awesome bug. Yeah, so if this had been a warrior, we actually could have transfused next turn. And that's sort of silly of me to hope that I could use transfuse on that warrior. So, skill issue, I guess. None of the cultists come back. Sadness. Yep, and without units in hand, we're not in a great spot right now. Um, oh, but we can get some units in hand with our handy event. Awesome. Just kidding. We're totally chilling. This event is so this deck is so like low magic. It's insane. All right, let's go. Let's go. Going big. Um, let's summon a devout cultist. Daymar is going over on this side. Ya boy, ya boy. We are going to Deathrite. Gonna kill this. Keep missing. Missed 3 now. It's a bit unfortunate. Blood Begotten. And I feel like I need to discard Sekhmet. If I've learned anything about this deck, it's that you don't need to discard Sekhmet. So maybe I will try the not discarding Sekhmet strategy. But it feels weird. Um, maybe I discard Transfuse? I think I will, instead of discarding Sekhmet. That'll be our compromise. And we drew Casmara. Yeah, it just feels wrong to be like holding all of these champions. And maybe I won't end up with the same sort of game where I need to hold champions so much, but it's just like my deck has so little value in it. Like all of the events cost 0, and only 2 of the units actually cost magic. It's just wild. Of course, Massimo's at 8 already. Didn't even see that. Was Massimo at 9? Holy crap! How did I miss that? All right, pop off. I find any preference on a faction this release. I find wait, it's Crimson Order. There we go. I don't know the things yet. Can go triple champs with some decent reliability. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, so I mean, I see the vamps, and I'm like, I always prefer the dark factions. Like the dark factions is what I you're like. I'm just most excited for the dark factions whenever they come out. So I had to go Crimson Order. Um, yeah, and I have not tried Sundervid yet, so we'll have to see. I think I'll end up being a big fan of Sundervid too. I don't know. I get like Grognak vibes from him of like aggro, but also just like big beefy stuff and like same like Valeria positioning stuff. Yeah, like I was real like so my first game that I played against Iridium last night. Um, I was really struggling with magic. I discarded kind of like normal, and I discarded Sekhmet because they were in my starting my hand, and like my gate was down to 4 health before I even took a turn, and then I just like ended the game with like 12 extra magic in hand. So it feels like a very weird faction if you kind of feel like you need to play all 3 champs in order to actually get magic value. Like we don't really have a faction like that yet. And I'm not. That's a little bit like just like it's kind of restrictive if that ends up being the case. I wonder, is it worth getting a priest? I don't. I hate just like throwing all of these units right at them. Ugh. I could just have the priest attack your boy over here. This is a little bit tough. I think Massimo is very deliberately not letting me attack with Daymar, and I'm just sort of letting that happen. Um, like carry on. God, Trundle has so much health. But surely I need to discard a champ at this point. But yeah, so you saw me at the start of this turn. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna hold Sekhmet because you just don't have anything that you're spending magic on. Like you don't have none of your events cost magic, and only 2 units cost magic. So I feel like I need the champs, but at this point, maybe not. I think we're gonna say goodbye to Kazmura, and that's what it worked for us the first game too. You know, Marimbus, you got a favorite out of these two? We got to find a way to get Daymar into the action here. Massimo is forcing us out, and we can't let that happen. This guy just has forceful attack. This is the saddest, like, it just looks so small on here, and then you click on him, and he's just so big. Um, I surprised myself falling in love with Crimson Order. This is the first dark deck I jive with. I cannot mentally process the others well enough to enjoy. That's funny. Yeah, and that's something I just love about this game is just how different people like tend to vibe with different symbols. Like I think the symbol I vibe the least with is the tech symbol, the gear. And dark has just always been. It's just like ooh, kill stuff combos. I like combos. It's just always been top of my list. I'm always excited to play the dark deck. We're just getting outvalued and destroyed here. All right, we got convert. That'll help. Um, our priest is not near Daymar. We can summon another priest near Daymar. The dark deck. Okay, so here's sort of a pet theory I have. It's like, um, Logic, Trickster, Primal, and Water would be my tops. Interesting. Yeah, I find myself liking Sun a lot these days. Also, Water. My hot theory is that the Wayfarers are a very good introduction to a more aggressive deck, and somehow High Elves are a good introduction to a more defensive deck. Because I have so many friends that love to just only play aggro, and for some reason they're big into High Elves, and I'm a very defensive econ player, and I love Wayfarers. And that's what Daymar feels like, a very quick to pick up um, dark deck. So it feels like we have a maybe a more low complexity dark deck. I could be totally wrong about that, but that's my first read on the vibes here. This guy needs to not exist the whole game. I'm just getting just destroyed. All right, this is fine. We're not even. I don't want to attack with Daymar if I don't have a cultist in hand. This is going so poorly. No, this is so sad. Why is Massimo? Why does Massimo have to be so good? All right, screw it. I'm not participating in this game anymore. We're just running away. Come to me. I don't care. Oh, but I could infect that boy. It's just not. Oh God, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh, it can just run up to Daymar. I can't hide. Like, I don't want to throw units into this grinder right now, but I literally cannot hide. But I don't have anything to draw. Um, oh no. This is gonna be such a slaughter if Torden just walks up to me. I'm messaging Massimo. I messaged him. I'm scared. Sorry, I'll read the message in just a second once I figure out how to not totally lose right now. I don't think there's a way. Well, let's just priest and do our best. And you know what they say, when you have a unit with climb, put a lot of structures out on your board. Okay, wait. This warrior, why don't we leave it there so it can be killed by the one that spawns immediately? Yes, yes, very good, very good. Um, Daymar is just gonna die next turn. It's so bad. Oh goodness. All right. Well, there's nothing to be done about it. And this warrior is just in Torden's path. Okay, here's if you want to kill that with Torden, but you're just gonna have the guy that does one damage. This is where I need to transfuse. The transfuse would be so good right now, but it's gone. I need to draw cards or something. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. That's not a good start. I think I just need to start on Torden. Um, I didn't. Oh, I could have played convert. I didn't want to convert that fighter. Maybe I did want to convert that fighter. Um, but convert just never gets discarded. Sekhmet. We're still gonna hold Sekhmet? That's kind of stupid. At this point, I'm getting steamrolled. I need to get back on the board. I it's gonna hurt us in the econ, but I just need to get back on the board. Yeah, super happy with how Crimson Order is. Not too many complex combos to think through, just solid fundamentals and interesting economy. Yeah, yeah, the economy is fast. Well, I mean, one, I just love picking up a deck and just being like, whoa, this is different. Like everything Daymar's got going. That like I love the dynamic of losing health and gaining health. Like it feels like it's fully realized that, or I don't know, like that appeals to me a lot more than like the boost mechanic on Balzar or something. Like Daymar gaining health, losing health feels like. I mean, I think that's just because I'm not a Balzar player. I don't know. It feels like so integrated to everything I'm doing. Yes, you're not moving over to Daymar and killing him. Woohoo! Yeah, and so maybe this is like part of me being bad is like I get greedy or like I'm just scared I'm gonna lose, and so I discard a card that I like. I needed that guy for econ. Like I needed Sekhmet in order to have any chance for Ed econ. But I was just I just figured I was getting this turn. Um, I was just getting swarmed. I figured Daymar was not going to have any health, and we were just going to die. And so I just needed to draw Cultist, which notably I didn't draw any. um, yeah, yeah, and I think like, and that's to Nick, like that's how I'd be thinking about Wayfarers. It's just like I just pick up a Wayfarer's hand and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do all the things. And if I go in their area, it's good, and I see how that's good, and like it also appeals to the value part of me. That's like the more I'm in your area, the more I'm stealing spots, the more I'm um just getting value by just steamrolling you. Well, like I pick up a cloaks deck like as an assassin faction, I'm just like I do not even know where to start. Like I just don't know what to do with this. That's interesting that they're electing not to, like Massimo elects to block the spawn spots before um oh goodness. Yeah, okay. That's blocking a lot of spawn spots. That makes sense. Maybe they'll miss on that glory caller. Oh yeah, and fighters can damage, can force champions. The number of cards that can, or can force summoners. The number of cards that can force summoners has gone up. Oh, you force it into Torden. Oh, perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. I need cards. I need my cultists. Where are they? Boys, come to me. Come back. I need you. This is bad. Okay, this warrior can just transfuse. Um, I guess we'll take that. I guess we'll block that. Um, and I guess we will gate over here. Sure. Torden can occupy that, but like have fun with that. Lol. Oh, Torden can get next to Daymar. That's fine. I can't see any possible ways in which I'm dead this next turn. None in the slightest. Especially when I take one more damage. Hey, see, that's what we need. That's what we need. Alright, we're finally taking Torden down a notch. We don't have any faithful servants, which sucks. We're gonna transfuse. An interesting sound effect for transfuse. That does not feel right. And we're gonna call it there, and we're gonna draw some cultists, and we're also not gonna die next turn. There's a lot of ifs. Yeah, normally I sort of just kind of play all of the factions and like don't really focus. I mean, I kind of focus when there's a release, but like I focus that faction and sort of, then become more comfortable with it. But I don't like just like only play that faction for like 3 months. I only play that faction for like 2 weeks or something. Um, well, like I know, like talking to Prophet, he says like when High Elves came up, his goal was to take High Elves to the next tournament, and so he like just grinded the heck out of them. in public queue, like played mostly high elves in public queue. This guy does damage to me, doesn't he? Okay, that's fine. And I gotta be honest, like I'm tempted to do that with like it does sound like a lot of fun to just like main a faction. I mean, like I think some like there's some games that sort of encourage you to only play like one character for how so much ever. Like Gloomhaven or something. But Summoner Wars has always felt like play all the factions for me. That is, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, what? It doesn't damage. I'm guessing Massimo didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know that. I was expecting Daimar to be damaged. That's funny. Lightning Strike not damaging summoners probably makes sense for balance, I guess. I mean, no, it's no fun, but I'll accept it. It's a shame. It's a shame that this card doesn't get discarded. I mean, I'm guessing it's the deliberate part of balance that it doesn't get discarded um, right when it's run up, so you can't play another one immediately. So like if you have one at one, you can't then play it to get even more. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. I think we're in a great spot, never been greater. We're gonna get Quen out of here. We're gonna convert Quen. It's gonna be great. I like maining a faction each season and try to get top 10. Yeah, that seems like fun. I definitely, I always, my approach to public queue so far has just been like, I just play whatever factions I'm least comfortable with, and I'm just sort of not trying for ranks until like the last 2 weeks or something. That's just like, that's just, I can just vomit some factions I don't really know how to play and like not worry too hard about like the turns. Well, like in the league, if I'm playing a faction I don't really know how to play, I feel like I gotta think a lot, and that's tough. All right, easy. There's absolutely nothing that gets to me here, right? Easy, so easy. Um, convert, attack, and attack. I guess that would have been a reason to make it a Doom cultist. Is much better odds of killing that. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these boys, just as being econ boys in general. Yeah, and we lose the econ game here, so it kind of sucks, but because we discarded your boy, but we'll keep chilling. I think in general, like the faction I have vibed with the most, or that, I mean, like I never thought I would say like favorite faction or favorite release, but Shadow Elves, I just loved them, and part of that was because me and my friend Iridium, like when they just first came out, we played like 20, 30 in-person games of just that matchup, me Shadow Elves, them Wayfarers. We just both loved them so much. And so part of that was just a personal experience, but part of it too is just felt like literally like I really love the feeling when you like I love in Summoner Wars how every time I play a game I feel like I'm getting better, but I also love just in a game when it's just like you play something for the first time and you're like I do not know how to do that. Like Daimar, I'm picking him up. I'm like, oh, I see why he's good. I see how to do this. Like, I don't know how to do it best yet, but like, I see the plan. Like Shadow Elves, like literally, it's just like, what is the plan? I do not know what the plan is. I do not like, and I feel like it was like 20 or 30 games before I like even understood why they're good, even though I was having a blast. And so like that level of like that level of depth in a faction, I don't think we've rolled a single special on these cultists. Um, yeah, I don't know. I tend to, I don't know. Somehow that just really vibed with me. I was real happy with that. And I'm not sure if Crimson Order will do that for me, but like they're just so weird and like so different from other factions. I don't know. Like I'm just very excited to play them some more. I wish I had my flying boy. Flying boy so good. Flying boy so good. And now we're like winning. It's fine. Do we have magic? Okay, we have another call forth. I mean, so maybe the call forths like can help me when I've discarded my champions. They can help me like keep the magic game alive. Yeah, notice how Massimo is really just denying Daemar attacks, similar to like how you can deny Maldaria attacks. Seems strong. Gonna move this priest up here. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep damaging Daemar. There's no way that's gonna bite me, right? Absolutely none. I'm honestly surprised that it feels like we've come back this game. Did I just lose the game? No, that's my gate. Okay, thank goodness. um, oh, we got a good roll. Good roll. Awesome. Maybe I should have summoned more units just to cycle my hand a little bit more here. Um, Daimar can attack allies. I read that message just a little bit too late. Interesting. Yeah, I also love like that part of a faction, like learning where you just like slowly learn tricks. Like I swear it was like 15 games in before I was like, oh, what does this guy do? I've never seen this guy. Once per turn, during your turn, this unit may target a friendly commoner champion within two spaces. Place the target adjacent to this unit. That's disgusting. Oh no, okay, it's friendly. I see. Like I swear it was so many games. That's an awesome roll for us. Please make it count. Yes. Before I like was like, oh, I can use glinting speed to kill the unit protecting Maldaria, glint in, shoot Maldaria for 5, and then glint out. Like it took me so long to see that use. All right. That's so thematic. Daemar may start to get hungry for allies. Oh my goodness. He sure is. He sure is. I'm very hungry right now. I need a snack. Maybe Vesna is a good snack. Vesna is like 3 whole snacks. Snack. This is epic. This is truly epic. Yeah, and now we because Massimo missed the 8 on 4 melee. Truly a skill issue. Okay, no, Sundervid's retreating. Okay, okay, okay. All right, let's get in there. Maybe okay. I think I want Vesna. I think I just want to do this. Do I want to summon another priest in that case? I don't really want to clog myself. Um, what am I drawing towards right now? More cultists in hand? I think I'm kind of fine. Maybe I don't need this gate. I can discard this gate. Um, yeah, I kind of like this. Daemar can eat up my cultist over here. Is there anything that would get to me? Maybe. It's probably fine, right? Totally fine. Um, Damar's chilling. Daemar is big chilling. Special. Come on, get a special. Come on. It's been like the whole game. Do I want to destroy this gate? I don't know if I do. Probably. I probably do. Mountain Varga summoning all 3 champs is truly a feat. Definitely a subtle weakness of Sorry, one second. Crimson Order summoning all these cultists for bounty. Uh, for sure. Yeah, wow, that has been all of them. I don't know the cost. Does Quinn cost 5 as well? I think I'm gonna hold hand here. We're also just like playing against the man himself. Um, I take it, Nick, that you prefer more aggressive factions. Is that right? What did you say your symbols were? Logic, Trickster, Primal, and Water. Yeah, you have like all of the ones that I hate. No, I'm joking. Large Logic, Trickster, and Primal are like definitely like bottom. But I mean, like I love every faction and I play every faction except for Cloaks. But I'm hoping one day we're gonna have like a resurgence with Cloaks. They're like the one faction I just like I just dread to play. Uh, yeah, what water I enjoy though. I mean, I for some reason not. I feel like I could get back into Sfara. I don't play Sfara a ton. Um, but like instincts, factions, I struggle. Like it took me so long to learn Balzar. I just struggle to take risks. I just like the idea of like I'm fine with like Grognak, like having your units take risks and die, but like to actually have your summoner being the thing taking the risk was just like so difficult for me. um, and yeah, logic. I always just struggle with upgrades. Like I'm just like I'm gonna put an upgrade under a unit and then it's gonna die. And so the trick is to like kind of make them not die, but that's always hard. I'm starting to get behind sand goblins. Like I feel like I sort of started to figure them out. But yeah, like my symbols are probably like I don't know, dark sun control or something like that is like my favorites. Um anything that like misses. No, because I'd say wind, but it's more control than wind. Kind of like wind. I like Cthulhu. Um, yeah, sticking with like dark sun control. I mean, I like growth in general. I thought that I liked growth, but I'm realizing it's more the dark. Like no, because I am a big fan of Swamp Orc. So I mean, I think that like growth value oriented, I'm a fan of as well. For some reason like Aberishi hasn't been doing it for me recently. I don't think he ever was. Okay. I think we have a decent shot at the late game here. We just need to not throw. That's gonna be tough. Um, how hungry for allies is Damer? Something interesting that I've noted about these guys is that there's no real easy ways to damage your own units. Like Transfusion is such a good card, but it's feels very hard to use. Um, it sort of feels like you need to have a champion or you need to get lucky and have a 5 health survive. Which isn't necessarily luck. You could just do positioning, but it's not like it's like super easy to ping your own units in your turn to get transfusion. Like normally I'd see transfusion and be like that's insane, but like it's like surprisingly difficult to set up or a lot harder than I had expected. Um, okay, let's. Hmm. Yeah, I want Daymar to keep eating things. But I also want to occupy all the gates. What do I want more? Um, probably Daymar to keep eating things. Do I want more attack this turn? No, it's fine. Maybe I should have the devout cultist be the one that I kill. Or the one that I send to die. Yeah, let's do that. Uh, this priest is going to buff the brute if the brute gets close to it. So maybe that's a bad idea. Do we have another transfusion? No. Okay, let's just do a warrior. Um, I love that Daymar can attack allies. I wish I had another move to not be at 4 right now. Oh, I totally could. I could just move this priest instead. Hmm. And then I could attack my other guy. Um, yeah. Okay, 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 okay. Daymar getting hungry. And when I get hungry, I get hungry. Come on, let's do it. Do I want death rate? No, I don't want death rate. Getting hungry. I don't really know what all of the cards do, and I don't want to try hard it since it's new. So if Daymar just dies to something that I like should have known about, you know, like ah well. Daymar getting hungry. Got to just eat a little bit of blood real quick. Don't even don't even worry about it. Just a little snack, you know. Gotta just eat a little snack. Okay, I don't think I'm in danger, so I'm not gonna. Can this guy? This guy can ram this. I don't think we're in danger. I think we're fine. I could summon a boy there, and if I don't think we're in danger. I love throwing my summoner onto the other side. Well, yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, like, I love doing it in a way that I feel like I'm in control. I like to feel like I'm in control in life in general. Like I like wayfarers, it's like I throw myself on the other side. I can waypoint out at any point, like or just like an aggressive push with just like really any faction. It's just like awesome. Like I'm in control. I've got Vesna in front of the brutes. This was the worst spot for Vesna to go. What was I thinking? That's okay. Well, that was dumb. Yeah, that's funny. Oh goodness, there's I ended up reading the brute because there was a debate about the like about the rules with them because people like were confused. They were thinking like the targeting step should be part of the trigger and not the resolution or resolution because it says to say target an enemy unit, and there's something in the rule book to do with targeting that like says that targeting is before the effect. And so then I was like, oh well, I think we shouldn't read Joe's post as trigger and effect. We should read it as trigger and resolution because most cards have multiple effects. Um, but so it's definitely worth like spelling out exactly, and I think this would be like a big part of an official FAQ. Would be like just spelling out exactly what is part of the trigger, what is part of the resolution. Because I think the only thing that's like included in the trigger is currently is if statements. The only unintuitive thing, I guess. The only thing where it's like if statements could easily be part of the resolution, easily could be part of the trigger. Did you just expose Sundervid? Did you know about that? Um, Sorry, I need to watch that again. I think Massimo just lost. They might have been thinking about something though. What happened to that guy? No, he's just finishing the resolution of this. Why did the brute go over there? Why did the brute go over there? I'm still confused. Why did the brute go over there? I know Varn pulled it. I see. Did Massimo just not? Did Massimo think they would kill the warrior? Huh. Weird. I guess that's how it goes sometimes. Especially with the priest, this is pretty much GG. Um, call forth. I don't think we need to call forth right now. Um, Daymar very hungry. Where do these guys start? Yeah, there. Yep, that's fine. If we call forth, we could have like food for Daymar. Honestly, for that, it might be worth it. No, but we want value with our call forth, right? Um, Either way, we should be winning this turn, right? This goes to 3. Death Right will go to 4. Um, We should be big chillin'. Gonna attack with this first. Oh, we've had the infect thing. Okay, and he's playing around infect and whatnot. Death right. Crimson Order are victorious. Easy game, basically. GG's. GG's to Massimo. That's a lot of fun. I'm really excited about these guys. I have that feeling of I just wanna play this faction all day, every day for a while. And it's always fun to like sort of pick one to start with, like to just like to feel like I'm saving Mountain Vargath for later, because Mountain Vargath seem really cool too. Uh, Um, all right, either gonna run another one back with Massimo or hop into a voice chat. Just give us a second to set that up. Massimo says, some mistakes were paired with some not so nice rolls. See, see what we end up doing here. Yeah, I'm curious. Massimo says, quick chat. All right, let's do a quick chat. Hopefully, all right, a slightly different setup. So let me know if either Massimo's too quiet, too loud compared to me. Um, hey, how's it going? Hello.
Hello. Hi. Hey.
Hey, hey,
Hey.
nice to see you.
Good
Uh,
game.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. Um, boy, I really, yeah. How are you feeling about the new factions first off?
I think it was my second game with Mountain Vargat. I played against Lena yesterday, and
Yeah,
right now I do have another game with Water D, who challenged everybody to
yeah.
show him that Mountain Vargat isn't that bad, and it's going
Oh,
quite okay
that's so
against his
Waterdy.
Molotov. Yeah,
That's really funny.
and I took the challenge, and against Lena, I badly wanted to play Taurodine as well, and I did, and
Yeah.
this this one worked out. It sadly didn't.
I felt like, ooh, my might need to. My microphone looks like it's peaking. 1 second. Sorry about this. I was feeling like I was in a really tough spot. Like earlier in the game, like you got me to discard the big demon champion. I was so scared.
Mm,
Like when you pulled out Torridon, I was like, I felt like it was over. Like halfway through, I was just like, I am not damaging Torridon. Like it felt like you were denying me attacks with Daymar the whole time. Was that part of your thought process there? Like trying to stay out of
yeah,
Daymar's range?
that's what I try to do. Yeah,
Yeah, that seemed very effective. um, I never really I attacked your units like once or twice that game with Daymar, and that's it. Um, I don't even what was it? It was like when you summoned Torridon, it was like it was turn four. So that's your
no, that was my third turn, turn 6.
Are you sure? It
Wait,
says turn
no,
four.
no, turn four. Okay, okay, it's impressive. Yes, indeed.
How did you get to nine magic on turn four?
My
That's
magic.
that's insane.
Not.
Yeah, you just discarded four cards and then got some bounties.
Yeah, to fight one caller and one battle leader. That's what I discarded. No,
Gotcha.
wait. Turn. Oh, I have to look at turn two. Yeah, ramming advance, martial. What's it called? Martial forces and two slingers. It wasn't too difficult to
Yeah.
discard.
Yeah, gotcha.
And
No,
then I
it's
got two magic from you.
yeah, I mean that seemed to work really well for you.
Yeah, it was looking pretty good after I played Tavadine.
Yeah.
Um, and then I decided after the fighter survived, then I decided to go all in. And um, after Gwen destroyed herself and Tavadine, everything was going south. So
That was
yeah, I tried yeah, to play aggressive and didn't really think about okay, Gwen can damage herself and can damage Torin as well. And I
yeah.
mean, on the other hand, if Toradine went 4-on-4 on that royal warrior, um, yeah, I could have won the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't even realize that. I thought Quen could damage summoners with her ability, so I thought I was like dead for sure that turn.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm curious, like
I mean,
what yeah, go ahead.
no, no, go ahead.
I'm curious about like what your approach to new factions are in general, when they're launched. Like, do you like to pick one and grind it out? Do you like to try to learn them really quickly? You kind of slow. Like, what's your process for like?
I- what? I don't think I do have a.
Yeah,
I do have a process. I was looking. I was. Yeah, I was prepared in the case in the way that I knew the cards, and I followed the discussions. So I was aware of synergies and what to watch out for.
yeah,
But yeah, I didn't play that many games yet. I'm still struggling with the decision to join the public queue. So I only played private games for now,
yeah.
and
Me as well. Me as well.
and
Do,
I'm yeah I'm not sure. I'm not the primal instinct player normally. It's the factions I struggle with,
mm,
like Contra Orcs, Obsidian Dwarfs. It's not so much my play style, and but I was quite excited to give Mountain Vargas a try, and I, I, I think it's definitely a nice deck, and I mean, I had all my three champions in the game, and especially Vaughn
yeah,
is a very interesting champion who
yeah,
gives Mountain Vargas an extra depth of playing. Otherwise, they are more or less straightforward.
yeah, yeah. Varn over there.
Vaughn, yes.
Yeah, I think Nick is in chat and he was commenting he's very impressed to see all three champions played as Mountain Vargas. That's no easy feat.
I mean, that's 18 magic. Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
quite
gotta be.
unusual, I guess. I mean, yeah, because of all the cultists, you do get a lot of magic
Yeah, yeah,
from the Crimson Order, but still, 18 magic is quite a lot. Yeah, yeah. I had some unfortunate rolls uh, as well when I tried to. Two times I failed to destroy the warrior. Yeah, one time I was hoping for my glory caller to go one on one,
yeah, yeah,
but yeah, that was that was a misplay anyway. I should have I moved Thunderwet forward to place that gate, like on the forward gate, and um, yeah, I think he was too far away from the action after that. Well, not sure. I,
yeah,
I
yeah,
could have yeah just moved him one space and then placed the gate next to my two other gates. Yeah, I don't know. At least he would have destroyed the warrior, and so it was yeah, it was up to the glory caller with one die. That wasn't working out.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
And
Um,
in the end, I was pretty surprised when you offered me that three health champion
oh
to
yeah,
ping pong in my
yeah, that was a mistake.
this was yeah.
That
I
was
guess
not
it was yeah.
ideal. um, uh, I was at some point. Nick pointed out in chat that it's like, what did he say exactly? I was like being like, Damer's at such low health, and like I need to get more health somehow, but he's not letting other units. And Nick said Damar might start getting hungry for allies, and I was like, oh, I can attack my own units to get health back. And
Yeah,
that,
I was wondering why you didn't do it,
I just didn't
but
realize.
this one after you did. Yeah.
Well, that was the developer coming in and teaching me how to
Oh,
play.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty painful to see when you put in all the effort to get him to like two life, and then he slowly gets all the life back, and
Yeah, I
all
mean,
my efforts were wasted.
we ended the turn with two life, so or the end of the game, so almost there. So close.
Yeah, we can do the second one if you like.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You sure you got time for it?
Yeah, I do. I
Awesome.
do.
You want switch sides or same sides?
Oh, we can twist switch.
Awesome. Let's do it. I will send you a link.
Okay, we can. Yeah, talk to you later then.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully chat a little bit after. All right. I'll see you. Goodbye.
Okay,
Nice chatting. Bye.
see ya.
That's fun. So this'll be my first game ever with Mountain Vargath. Get excited for it. Just hiding the screen 1 second. Do. All right, good stuff. About to get started. Just give us a second. All right. I see Crimson Order's going first. Something that Iridium and I were noticing yesterday is that, oh, and does my microphone need to be changed? Discord's doing that thing where it changes the levels of my microphone. One second. Okay, is that better? A little bit louder? Hopefully not too loud. Hopefully that's good. Yeah, so Iridium and I noticed the other day that like as long as you have a glory collar, oh god, I'm gonna have to read so many cards. As long as you have a glory collar, how does this even work? Okay. Can I figure this out? You can get a ton of damage on the enemy 10 health gate turn one. So glory collar pushes Brute to here. Brute pushes that out of the way. Brute moves up there in the move phase. Slinger moves there. Sundervid moves there. All you need is the glory collar, and you're rolling 7 dice on that gate turn one. And so I think like my first turn, I was looking at a 4 health gate. And that was just terrifying. And like that's why I discarded I discarded some really good value cards. I discarded the card that lets you reclaim cards, and I discarded like the big 7 cost champion battle leader. Awesome. See that? So we get extra strength, we get tireless and relentless, basically. Barn. Is really weird. Some weird unit. Glory Caller. I know how that works. Shale Slinger seems really good. Shale Slinger seems really strong. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing the Glory Caller play here. Um, yeah, I feel like I would need to like take very long turns. See, this is where like the true Ben comes out, and you realize that normally my turns take so long. I mean, I'm taking like 10-minute async turns, I guess, and I'm like calling that short. But like, if I've really never done something before, like, oh boy, can my turns take a while. Um, okay, this is a pretty sweet play, it looks like. It's within 3. Maybe we'll put it over there. Like, is it just after summoning this unit? Yeah, I mean, we might as well like have it exist in the game, right? Ram. All right, once we do this, we can't take it back. So think about it for a second. Um, and I've thought about it, right? That's fine. Um, um, I mean, we're not doing what Massimo did, which is like try to deny Daymar attack. Maybe we should have put that collar back there. We're just cruising on in. Um, Battle leader. I mean, hey, I guess this is what it's for. Um, yeah, put some pressure on that forward gate. Looks good. Looks good. Wow, there's a wolf on the shield. Slingers are so good. Slingers are so good. That's just such a powerful ability. Um, it's just like, just wow, just wow. It just like I mean, it does what breakers do. It does what I mean. I guess what like guild snipers and sage rangers have always done, but it's just like totally permanent. Like you just used to always get that. Martial Fort. Place it adjacent to your summoner. That's very strong. Martial forces. No, that seems good. God, they're so big. It's just so big. um, and permanent forceful attack. I feel like yeah, that's a better spot for forceful attack than. brutal. I mean, brute force is great, but like this will probably force me to like actually try to use it, and maybe that'll make me better at brutal force. Yep, Doom Cultist up there trying to kill Slinger seems pretty solid. Because that's just gonna be a damage on Sudurvid. Maybe I should have held on to a Slinger to just try to like actually take down that gate next turn. I mean, like if they give it to me, if that Doom Cultist comes up, I'm doing that. Your gate's gone. Your gate's gone. Unless there's another gate. But I would totally just make it go bye bye. I'm big on that plan. No, come on, come on. Sad, sad. Yeah. And now if I go big on this gate, I'm pretty behind on econ, so it's probably not the strat. Massimo is afraid, taking things back here. Um, Maybe big damage on Daymar. No, Daymar's gonna summon a cultist. Darn. Um, that was a misplay. Oh, never mind. I was thinking you just attack with the warrior first, right? And then Daymar attacks. I mean, yeah. I think that was a misplay. Um, Great to get some damage on Daymar. Wow, Daymar looks so weird from behind. From upside down. I'm really tempted to blow up this gate. Wow, you really didn't summon anything? Okay. Can I play like Daymar ping pong real quick? I can't like not. Can't not try to ping pong Daymar. All right. Move. Oh, this guy's slow. No. That's sad. Um, hmm. Okay. Maybe this is fine. I mean, if we one shot this gate, it's still insane. Does this give us an extra attack? Yes. So this could still be pretty insane. Um, okay, I think the other move was just going to be putting this fighter within range 3, so it can attack something. Place the target a friendly unit within 3 space of your summoner. Place the target adjacent to your summoner. And we have it as an extra attacking unit. Awesome. All right, this 5 for 5 would be huge here. 5 for 5 means Daymar ping pong. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on, 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 come on. No sadness. Um, Big sad. I feel like we don't destroy the gate. It's probably pretty bad for them if we destroy the gate. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, Kill the cultist. Yeah, right? Like, I don't, it feels a little bit weird because it's like Daymar's exposed, but it does probably make life difficult enough for them that it's worth it. I was thinking of summoning a unit in front of Sundervid, but honestly, I think I'll just take the extra attack. Um, this faction can put quite some heat on the enemy gate. Can we draw a gate of our own, actually? It seems funny for these guys not to have additional structures, since like their things are so structure oriented and like they're in the mountains. You'd feel like there'd be additional structures. Um, but just find insane ways of doing similar things. Ramming advance. Let's go. All friendly units have charge. I love that that stops stonks with Torgan. Sorry, I don't know what his name is. I'm not gonna check. Torridon, I think. Yeah, Torridon. Um, I love that ramming advance stacks with that. So Torridon can go 5 spaces and through structures, 5 spaces in a straight line. Come on, they always got the extra gate. They always got the extra gate. Sad. All right. Well, thankfully, we have a gate of our own at this point. Be great if Massimo like didn't draw a cultist again. That'd be awesome. That'd be ideal. They're gonna be at 7, so Big Demon's gonna be a big problem. Big Demon's insane. So greedy. Wait, why wouldn't you just? I would damage Daymar every time there. Not a single time I wouldn't damage Daymar. With that warrior to guarantee kill that fighter. 100% of the time. No, you don't need a faithful servant. What are you talking about? Oh! No! Okay, wait. Ramming advance could be huge here. That's a funny name for it. We could send a brute all the way over here. It's really a shame that I don't have any. I was hoping to like use this guy, like use the guy that can force summoners to like. I was thinking of a ping pong play here where brute kills cultists. We ping pong Daymar into Sundervid. Um, Probably just gotta do this. Um, is there any point? I mean, we only get 3 moves. Um, where does my gate want to be? Do I want to put it in enemy territory? That would probably be the death of me. Um, it'd be awesome if it gave him trample too. I mean, that is since I saw it with Tord, and I'm like, oh, and I get trample. I don't also get trample, sadly. Okay, this doesn't actually seem that good. This charge. It feels like I kind of want to like stop and reposition this turn. Um, you know, we can go here. We can go here and put a gate. Like, where does our gate? This is definitely like a big thinky turn that we probably will try to not take that long with. But we want our gate to be like in a spot that is usable. Um, I mean, Sundervid could go there and place a gate. Sundervid could go there and place a gate. And then we can, yeah, and then we occupy 2 spots of it. That's pretty good. Do I still want this warrior here just to grab the spot? Probably not. It's probably fine. Um, yeah, Remy Advance seems situational. But like it can be incredibly powerful. Like I mean, I doubt you're ever going to be using it for like all your units or something. Oh, this gives it charge gives it +1 strength. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Yeah, it's a shame our attacks aren't better here. It's also a shame that Sundervid's going to get nailed next turn, especially by the demon if the demon comes out. Hmm. Seems bad. This seems bad. Maybe I just want to charge them. I wish if I could just defend myself a little bit here. Uh, you should see the link Jaxic posted in game reviews if you want to see ramming advance its full potential. Completely owned me. I believe it. Jexic. If anyone's gonna figure out the big ramming advance, oh, the only way to get Wolfsbane Brute to like move the spaces I want is to play ramming advance. Is there any chance I can just like put a gate somewhere else? Like, what if I move here? He really is. Like he's comfortable with risk, and that's what you need. Is there any world where I just like drop it here? Is there any world where I go here and drop it here? All of these worlds involve Sundervid being very exposed. Um, hmm. What if I just stay here and drop it here? Um, that would kind of work. I mean, we're not really getting good attacks. We're just using ramming advance to go two spaces over there. Um, I don't know, but we don't occupy our own gate spots. Okay, I think I want to do the play where we end up on the other side of the board. What if Sundervid goes there? What if that's just fine? What if that's just fine? Um, ramming advance. 1 second. Do. Good stuff. Oh, can this can't even make it all the way to Daymar. Interesting. Okay, let's just kill the warrior, I guess. I don't know. So just reposition a little bit. Get ready for the pain train to begin. Um, it doesn't even get the bonus for the ram. That's so upsetting. Um, at that point, let's just like go here or something. I don't know. That just feels so bad. I'm trying to keep Sundervid safe here. Um, yeah, this doesn't feel great, but we're sticking with it. I mean, it's definitely, but we don't have a ton of great options this game. And I mean, it does seem like ramming advance could be strong this next turn. I'm discarding it. I believe. I believe in the Torridon dream. We might have to discard Torridon. I mean, he's so good. He's so big. Like you gotta love Torridon. Yeah, so we put them in an awkward spot, but then it turned out we were kind of in an awkward spot because they have gates in decent spots anyway. So if we had forceful advance at some point, we could like I don't know, like something huge. Something huge could happen. Definitely when I'm new to a faction, I sort of discard events a lot. Like if I don't know how to use it, I'm just gonna discard it because I do know how to play big units, but I don't know how to get value out of all the new events and whatnot. Yep, they're sort of concentrating over there. I mean, I guess we gave them value to concentrate over there. Hopefully we'll have our own stuff. I feel like our brute collar combos aren't really working out. It's a shame collar isn't like every turn at the start of the move phase or something. It's a very weird stat line for this unit because it does just become a 2/4 after one turn, and it's probably, I mean, 4 health. It'll survive a decent chunk of the time into a next turn, so you will have to play it 2 different turns. Like you'll have to like our goal. Like we just played it for the effect, and it sat there the entire game. That doesn't feel like that was it. You know. Um, Damn, we're gonna eat some brute. Yeah, you are. Oof. Oof. Man, if I could like afford Tord in here, it'd be over. Okay. Um, if I had charge right here, it could like literally be over. If I could like go there and there. No, the brute could never go all the way over there. Well, with the glory collar, wait, this is actually in the cards right now. We could do some hefty damage to Daymar. We could send the brute over here. Sorry, this doesn't trigger. It can trigger on summoners. What? Okay, okay, pop off. Um, I don't even think that's good though, because then I would force it back there. And we don't have forceful charge at that point. But that's probably just like good enough in itself, right? Is it worth? Is there any other sort of play that would let me get to them? I can push back there. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to call to arms or martial forces. Anything super useful. Um, I think we'll just try to move Sundervid up. It's gonna suck when the big boy comes out. Um, we could get more damage on Daymar if we just chose to ram the other thing. Um, like, okay, interesting. Like, could we send the fighter to here if we had like two glory collars? Um, yeah, but no, so we could, no, the fighter, yeah, we could send the fighter to here. Fighter goes there. No, that wouldn't work. So, but we would need to, we could put brute to here, brute to there, fighter to there. But then it's like we're only getting one more dice by doing all that stuff with the brute. Um, yeah, so it's probably just that, and just like do some attack shenanigans. And oh, I guess actually summon a fighter as well. I do have another gate. Do I want to place it? This is an interesting position. It's a little bit tough for me to handle. I feel like I don't want to engage with this side of the board. What if I just didn't? Um, what if I just ram this over here and I go here and that's the end of that. I wish there was a way to use martial forces to like pull a unit somewhere. Um, I guess we could pull a unit to protect us. Um, yeah, Sundervid's pretty exposed. Uh, okay, or take this back one more time. Let's just call this guy just to kill him a little bit. So let's go here, here, and you know what? I'll leave your spawn spaces exposed. Let's just attack the Doom cultist, and then we'll marshal forces back. It's not a ton of damage on Daimar, but we'll take what we can get. And be like, congrats, you're attacking a 1/4. Like, have fun with that. Toridan needs to say goodbye. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Not happening anytime soon enough to be worth it. Quen, on the other hand, could definitely be playing. What does our magic look like? Okay, wait, interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded Toridan. I thought I had two champions in there. Okay, well now we're playing Quen instead of Toridan. Interesting. Might have wanted Toridan there. Might have. Yeah, I don't think I wanted to discard Toridan there because I was fine just playing one cost. I should have looked at that. Oops. It'll be fine though. I mean, it was gonna be tough to play him anyway, but yeah, I mean, I only have 6 magic total in hand, and like we're pretty well. I'm looking at Massimo with like so many resources here. It looks tough. Toridan probably wanted to be part of that plan. Um, yeah, this is gonna. It's been tough to get our game plan together here. I felt a little bit scattered. Like we destroyed the gate and thought we were in a good spot, but feels like we've been overexposed and like our units, our stuff hasn't been coming together. All our big boys. That's funny. I wonder if more people are excited for Crimson Order than Mountain Vargath. Um, it sounded like before the release, it sounded like a lot of people were like super excited for Mountain Vargath. I'm sure big Primal players are all over it. Let's talk to like Jexic and see how they're feeling about it. But like, yeah, my friend Iridium that like loves aggro decks, like read the cards and was like, I'd rather play Crimson Order. It seemed more interesting. Um, and I guess it's just like the stuff that maybe that they do is very vanilla, but like not in a bad way. Like I feel like these guys could honestly really appeal to me. Like they feel like they fulfill that Grognak urges of like primal, but like you can kind of be econ anyway, sort of decks. Um, yeah, okay. I mean, I'll sit here. What sort of fun stuff can I do? Oh, we finally got some slingers. Those will not be helpful, unfortunately, but we can sure try. Um, Quen. Um, Probably not today. Glory Caller. Forcing a boy somewhere. Ooh, we could force Sunderved sort of into position. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Are you watching? Boom. And now we can summon a Slinger, and we're out of range of the Doom Cultist. Beautiful. Beautiful. We'll pound that boy up over there, that boy over here, and this looks good. Um, I guess we don't really need to. Um, go up there because we already have 3 attacks. So actually, run away. Yeah, I regret my discard decisions, but that's okay. Tactfully out of range. He's so big. Yes. He's just so big. Big damage. That's what we want to see. All right, let's kill it and let's not get a special. Come on. That's you didn't do any of the things. Oh, I can forceful attack it. Do I want to? Probably not. Probably just want to occupy that spot. Um Okie dokie. We got Quen and 3 boys against the world. And all the boys on board. We got some boys. We're chilling. Gonna be massive. Daymar doesn't have a ton of health. Definitely start to beat him up. Ah, that's a pretty good spot for her. We're probably gonna have to like shift the board away from there to try and compensate. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, ooh, this is gonna be real bad. I forgot they're an infect deck. Stronghold seems tough to use. Yeah, I think the hot take is that this time around, I think the Primal deck is hard. Like, I'm playing these boys and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I think the Primal deck is the tough one to figure out. Um, let's see. Come on, Prophet, solve it for us. Solve the faction. Quen would be good this next turn. Sucks. Trying to get an infect over there. All right. So you both get to, you can both infect and you can put one there. That is the wrong sound effect. Like I need like Joe, get on it. Need a different sound effect. I need something that makes my blood curl. I don't want to be thinking vanguards when I'm playing Daymar. Come on. Oh, you didn't get an infect here. Okay, that's good for us. How does this work? Hmm. Okay, we should probably use that. Right. Can we just like retreat with all our boys or something? I don't know. We could maybe kill some things and then just like run away. I think we want to like run to this side of the map. I don't really know how we're gonna do it, but I think that's what we want to do. And we want to be out of range of Daymar if possible. Um, I mean, I could just go to this side of the map without the stronghold, but that's boring. I mean, I can just kill some things over here. Um, we do really need to go then. Okay, so we got 3 good attacks, and then we just stronghold up, I guess is the move. And I mean, I don't really know if that's a winning play. Um, but we will sure find out. Making this move will harm your summoner. I'm holding a rock. Problem is none of my units are actually safe over here. Like it's not, since they're still gonna be attacked a little bit, but that's fine. Um, Stronghold. I think Sundervid needs to be kept the most safe. I think Collar over here and Swinger over there. So you can, they're gonna kill something with this. That's fine. And I think we need to hold. And I think we lose this game because we don't have magic. But we'll do our best. God, the goats are so beautiful. I love me some goats. Real hype. Yeah, we made a big push. It wasn't really sustainable. I'm guessing we're gonna have a big demon coming at us at some point. They're sort of moving back. All right. Quen. It's a shame Quen can't attack summoners. That would let us get an easy kill. I mean that's probably just way too strong. I see why. I see why they chose not to make it like that. Yeah, it feels like all my things could be very like just very strong positions if everything falls into place, but it like just didn't quite there. Like our gate was a little bit too late. Like we just weren't able to keep up the pressure we were trying to put on. You're not gonna blood begotten? Come on. Come on, Massimo. You gotta believe. You gotta blood begotten. What are you doing? What's the point? What? I think I think there's been some ordering mistakes. Yeah, no, not gonna play that one. All right. Um, Next time. Next time you're gonna get them. It's good. It's very heartwarming to see Massimo like misplay, and asking like, yes, these these Div 1 players are not just gods. Um, put them on a 45-minute timer, everyone has to settle for suboptimal plays. That is what I want to hear. Transfuse. Oh, that's why it's the same thing as before, where they're just I'm like, haha, you misplayed, and then they just destroy me. All right. I feel like Quen is pretty good at attacking that cultist. I mean, she might get eaten up a little bit, but like, um, I could retreat even after that. I don't think I really need to. Like, I don't know, my units are in decent spots, right? Maybe not. I mean, it'd be better if I could get like more damage on something somehow, but it's not gonna happen. I mean, we could just focus on these warriors for a little bit. I could just like try to kill the things on the board. Like, yeah, I mean these things are problems, right? Yeah, why don't I just kill them with Sundervid? Like why am I these things are just picking off my units over here. Let's just punch them. Why am I doing a thing when I can just punch them, right? Um, I mean Quen could still go, but like let's just punch him, right? Me when I punch him. Yeah, this seems good. I could do this whole play, or I could just move one space and attack, right? Um, Please kill, 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 please kill. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Alright, unfortunately an infect over there is kind of bad for us. Maybe we should be playing around infects better here. Um, oh well. Yeah, and we definitely should have anticipated all of the cultists we were gonna have to chew through. Like we don't stand a chance in the econ game. We gotta like just make an all or nothing push or something. There's there is no chance. This is good. Daimar moving closer to me is what I want. That's our only real shot at this game. Glad we revealed that we had Quen so they play around it. Blood begun. Blood begun. Are you serious? You greedy mofo. Just use blood begotten. Just use it. I mean, I love how I'm calling him greedy for not. It's not greedy. It's the opposite of greedy. But just use blood begotten. It was 4 dice on Sundervid. Oh, I see. That's you only have 3 attacks anyway because you're infecting. Fine, 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 fine. Why does Massimo always have to be right? Like, it hurts my soul a little bit. Okay, I mean that's a great Quen target if ever there was one, right? I wish we could like stronghold to trap Daimar. I love how I mean we're sort of we were able to just be like, all right, just taking Casamara out of the game. If we had more magic, like I would say we stood a chance. Barring that, I am skeptical. Do we move up and kill the warrior? Do we not? Do we just pray that we get the super specials? Probably, right? Um, nah, we might as well move up. I mean, you gotta believe though. Yeah, I should have believed. What was I doing? Oh, that's a problem. Oh no, it's not a problem. We're chilling. Look at all that magic. Good stuff. I can totally use all of that magic. Do not worry. We gotta like charge. We gotta charge. Should have put the collar. Yeah. Well, I mean, if we had rolled differently, it would have been a different story. But uh, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get to ping Vesna Brana to death like Massimo was. Just let me kill Daimar. We gotta go. We gotta kill Daimar. He's gotta end. His life needs to end now. It's gotta be over. We're losing the econ way too hard. Do something stupid. Just charge forward. No, don't go backwards. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. We gonna lose. We gonna lose. Mastermind had that like extra second to be like, oh yeah, I do just win if I go backwards. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. And now we gotta like expose something if we wanna. Ah, no, Massimo. Real-time games are supposed to be about losing. Come on. Come on. Um, Honestly, very tough for me here. I want to use like Stronghold to advance, but I know that's very dumb. Um, I mean, I could use a slinger to put a glory collar there. If only Stronghold was like attack phase, right? That'd be insane. Glory collar here, or slinger there, glory collar to there. Does a whole 1 damage to Daymar. This game's over. Right, I just do not. I just do not. Um, is it inactivity damage time? We could glory collar to push Quinn up a spot. Um, we could do this collar up. We gotta push with Soonderbed, right? I don't know. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. There. Have I exposed myself enough for you? Can you eat me alive? Uh, Maybe a bit too much, but it's just I just didn't see it. I just didn't see a line. I saw no line. I mean, could have like strongholded. Like could have strongholded up to there. Could have occupied that spot with another glory caller, and like just tried to be both here and there. So like we're just occupying that area. That would have been better. Probably. I mean, I don't know how it actually strikes out. Oh, shut up. God, these guys are so cool. I feel so bad sleeping on the goats. Like goats got a lot going on, but like the pushing nonsense, yeah, is stuff I feel like there is nothing that I'm just like, oh yeah, that's bonkers busted. Like it's all just like kind of technical movement stuff, and like that's like real fun for like the big nerd in me. But right now it's demon time, you know. Well, it's vampire time. We'll do the other thing later. We gonna lose this game. We gonna lose this game. There is no chance that we don't lose. All right. Well, that should be that for the most part. Um, I guess I'll pretend like I'm keeping Sundervid safe for some reason that I can't fathom. Is there any way I could kill them right now? Like, almost. Like, almost. Sad. So close. Honestly, so close though. Wow. That's real close. Um, yeah. Is there any way Sundervid could be safe here? Yes, actually. If we stronghold to back here, no, there's not. Not quite. Not quite. Um, no, yes, no, yes. We would need to move him right now. Um, well, what if I targeted a different gate? What if I targeted this gate? It's still not happening. so close. I'll take an honorary drop Daymar to 1 health. You know, that makes me feel better about my life. All right, 2 health. I'll take that too. I'll take that. Um, let's attack the warrior, and yeah, there's no plan. There is no plan. Cindered's not even. I mean, I guess get him to a spot where he can only be attacked on one side. Yeah, that sound effect seems a little bit weird too. Um, lol, lol. It's embarrassing how long I took on that turn. Maybe I should have just held this. I mean, there's held the stronghold just cause you just gotta kill both of these Doom cultists, and then the game is over. Yeah, Massimo just playing it safe, just in case. If you got another death right on like that Doom cultist, it's GG. And another one. There's so many Doom cultists. Ah, fun stuff. GG, Massimo. Very cool game. Very, very happy with that. Mount Bargath are hard. Yeah, I did not expect it. They are the high complexity faction this time around. It's Uh, totally swapped from like the Shadow Elves, Wayfarers. Uh, see if Massimo wants to chat again. Sounds like yes. Awesome. Hello, how's it going? Hello, you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Hey, uh,
Game.
how you feeling about that game?
Yeah, the cultists of doom were surrounding you in the end,
Yeah,
and yeah, I mean, Crimson Order can be quite impressive, and I got all my value plays off, like 2 times transfusion, and convert is pretty insane. Um,
and all
I'm
three
not sure.
champions.
They seem pretty strong. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, one. Yeah, one. Yeah, I had the other champ rating,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't them.
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, quite a. I'm not sure how to approach the matchup or in general how to approach
Yeah,
fighting Crimson Order,
yeah,
because you can get like at a severe economical disadvantage pretty fast. And yeah, my go-to or my plan is to avoid confronting Daima,
yeah, yeah,
and so he can so he can't easily heal. That would be my idea, yeah, how to. how to prevent
Yeah.
them getting such a big advantage.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, it seemed to work to pretty good effect in that previous game. Like I felt like I was behind for a very long time. Um, this game, I feel like Mountain Vargath are harder to learn than Crimson Order, which is not what I expected. Because normally I feel like the instinct decks are the easy ones to pick up.
Mm,
Um, yeah, I don't like, or I just feel like I see all these pieces for movement stuff, and I just don't feel like my deck I was performing that well. Like I don't feel like I was rolling that many dice and grabbing good spots. Yeah, I would definitely blame this one on my lack of skill with the Vargath here.
yeah, I really were trying to deny you attack options when I was playing as Mountain Vargas, but yeah, and then at one point I decided to go all in, and this one, yeah, it didn't work out at all. But yeah, I think they are quite a powerful faction, and
The Vargath you're talking about,
oh no,
or
I'm
no, the
Crimson
Order.
Order.
No,
Yeah,
screw.
not so sure uh, about the Vargas yet. I mean, I read the rants from Water D, who apparently played a bunch of matches already, and
Of course he
I
has.
mean,
And he already has hot take. He did. I don't think he play tested, right? He just like it's day one, and he already has
no,
blazing hot takes.
he, I think, yeah, he didn't playtest the last four factions which were released.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, he
yeah.
was, yeah, all fresh going into the matches.
I'm guessing that these guys, the Vargath, are going to take longer to figure out. Like I remember when the Hiles were first released, I think you were saying,
Mm,
I don't know, like these guys seem kind of weak. I don't know if they're going to be able to stand up to the heat. Do you feel like at this point you've been convinced otherwise, or what?
no,
What?
it definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
At first, I thought like they can't really deal big amount of damage, or yeah, they can't really deal damage and struggle with opposing champions. But yeah, with clever positioning and if you use Law of Liberty wisely, they definitely can do that. And it's quite annoying going up against them and seeing all
yeah,
these the fortress building up,
yeah, yeah,
and especially Cassia. Cassia can be like crazy value.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I used to yeah, I started where you were, where it's like, these guys seem sort of tough to pilot, tough to roll dice, and now when I queue against them, I'm like, oh no, like I gotta get in there fast. I gotta stop them from building up their
Mm,
fortress. I'm so afraid at this point. Um,
yes,
I wonder if that'll be something similar for Vargath, if people start to, if it just takes a little bit longer to figure out the strats for.
possibly. Yeah. I mean, they look like kind of simple on the surface, like the other instinct factions, and I
Yeah,
think you can easily like get into and play a good game, but to really master them, yeah, it
yeah.
takes some time, some skill.
Yeah. Well, there's just like so much like there feels like so much restriction with some other abilities. Like the brute can only target an adjacent unit, and like the battle caller, the glory caller only works
Mm,
once, and it's just like to really like yeah, exactly what you said, just to maximize what you're getting out of that feels tough.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Glory Caller is like a very weak unit who is just like mostly used for surprise plays or very crucial plays where you need that extra force. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you have quite a few on the board, and after you got that initial benefit, they didn't do much at
Yeah,
all,
that's true.
and
Yeah.
even blocked like your gate spot, your summoning spot on the one of them.
And it just sat
So
there forever. It did nothing.
mm, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm saying, yeah, it's just it seems tough to pilot.
Mm.
But maybe that's just because you're so good. Maybe if I go in the open queue with these, I'll be like, oh no, these are a breeze. Well, we'll have to see.
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Crimson Order is nothing to mess with. Especially
Yeah.
Convert seems like a very strong play,
Yeah. I wasn't even like
a strong event.
yeah, for sure. Like what you had on board was already scary enough, and then after you played Convert, I was like, oh no, yeah, you can do that, can't you? Uh,
Mm,
that's just gonna take over a lot.
yeah, yeah. I yesterday I played two more games against when I posted on the in the channel that where I was looking for a private game, and
Yeah.
then I my opponent chose uh, Phoenix Elves, and, this, and Convert is even more brutal against Phoenix Elves. Um, yeah, because you can just remove the blocker in front of
Oh, yeah,
Margaria,
yeah, yeah.
and then get like two dice on her, and depending on the situation, you even get the extra ping from the Cultist of Doom, the Doom Cultist. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty tough.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, seems strong. They just seem fun. I don't like they just seem different. Like I just want to play Crimson Order. I just want to play every game as them right now. Like everything about them is just so exciting.
Yeah, they are pretty fun for sure. And yeah, it looks like they can afford to play two or even three champions.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, for sure. It almost feels like there's some games where you kind of have to play all three champions to have an end game. Like
mm,
I don't know if that's gonna be true. It wasn't just like one of the first games I played. I discarded Sekhmet turn one because like my gate was already down to 4 health before I took a turn. So I discarded Sekhmet and then I ended up ending that game with 12 magic in hand, just like
yeah,
totally extra and nothing to use it for.
I
But
mean, if you like discard this champion, I think you have to get for 4 barriers back from your discard
yeah, yeah, for
to
sure.
make up for the
Yeah, and
Otherwise, you end up with a lot of metal. Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, and I definitely didn't do that game. And that's not normally. I feel like this is like one of the lowest. Yeah, just the units don't cost a lot. I feel like we haven't had a faction like that in a while. I guess
Mm,
I guess like sand goblins, but sand goblins can like recur their champions while these guys can't. Um, but yeah, those were really fun games. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for reaching out.
yeah, pretty fun. I think, our hot take is Crimson Order are broken.
All right, yeah, post that everywhere.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure I'll start beating you at some point. Don't worry. Yeah.
I think I might be ready for the public view now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll meet you there. I might be another week or so, but I'll meet you there at some point. And
Okay. Yeah.
feel free to let me know if you got more time in a just whenever next week or something, or
Okay.
happy to play more. I'm usually streaming around now, so just let me know.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of video content you're going to put out.
Yeah.
Quite impressive. Even more dedication than Colby.
Woohoo. Yeah, the trick was when there's only, 3 viewers in chat, you just gotta keep going. I think Colby got discouraged. People weren't watching too
Yeah, I
much.
mean, yeah, he put in a lot of time and didn't see like development. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure, but I hope he comes back maybe like once a week or something like this.
Exactly. Just once a week is all. I mean, and then people would be more excited for it. It'd be more of an event.
Mm, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but I
Well,
got my Colby badge
yeah. I mean, that's all that really
already.
matters. I got mine
Yes.
too. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah, thanks
Well,
for the games.
yeah, yeah. I'll catch you later. Nice to chat.
Okay, goodbye.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.